I don't think that heavy metal has to be heavy, and it most certainly doesn't have to be fast. But what it does have to be is hard. Today I would like to reinforce or enforce the meaning of the word hard in music. It can be a bit intangible. It's easier to understand a word such as heavy, as it has to do with a certain sound and or a spectrum of notes. We've grown to have a collective understanding of what heavy means in music, but not so much for hard. So let's try and establish the difference, shall we? Something that is just heavy, what would that sound like? Is it any good? Nope. Now, what would be the definition of hard? I can't really say, and maybe that's the allure of it. I'll try to show you something instead. Let us learn together. Let us mature together. Now, a riff that is not heavy, but instead hard, might be something like this. I can't explain why that sounds hard, it just does. What I can tell you is that when a riff sounds hard, it almost always sounds earnest, deliberate, like it really means business. And if you find a riff that sounds hard, then you've automatically found a good riff. If you find a riff that's heavy, well, it's just heavy. Now, heavy and hard can of course be a good combination. I'm not saying that heavy is bad, I'm just really trying to drive the point home about hard. And a riff that is both heavy and hard might be something like this. To me, hard is not something you need a tailor-made soundscape for. It's really enough just to have drums, bass and guitar, a sadly overlooked notion in music. Most of today's heavy metal is heavy, fast, but not necessarily hard. And if we are on the same page here in that many Nuotum bands would like to sound like the 80s, then I think that many miss the mark a bit and rely too much on fast drumming, fast riffs, occult titles, etc. And let's face it, when you listen to many new bands, you get the feeling that, yeah, black and thrash metal came before these guys and that's why it sounds like it does. But the moment you find a new heavy metal band where you can't tell that black or thrash metal were even invented, then you've kind of hit home. And I understand if many new bands want to build on the foundation of the 80s and add something new, and I can respect that. But I gotta tell you, there is no saturation at all among current bands really sounding 80s. It's there free for the taking. Until next time.